Every winter, 72-year-old Daniel kept an old brown coat hanging inside his closet. He had never given it away because the coat belonged to someone he had loved and lost many years ago. One freezing night, Daniel looked outside his window and saw a young homeless man sitting alone in the cold, shivering in his thin clothes. Daniel opened his door and invited him inside. He gave him a warm meal and a place to sit. Then Daniel remembered the old coat hanging in his closet. After a long moment, he took it down and handed it to the young man. As the young man put on the coat, something suddenly fell from its pocket. It was an old photograph. Daniel picked it up, and the moment he saw it, his hands began to shake. The photograph showed a young woman standing beside a little boy many years ago. Then Daniel found an old handwritten note hidden behind the photograph. It said, "If you ever find him, please tell him I never stopped looking." Daniel looked at the young man and quietly asked, "What is your mother's name?" The young man answered, and Daniel's eyes immediately filled with tears. That name belonged to his daughter, who had disappeared from his life 30 years ago. Daniel looked at the young man and whispered, "I think I've been waiting for you for 30 years. The young man stood there in silence, realizing that the old man in front of him was the grandfather he had never known.